What's up guys, Irish Turtle here, and welcome to today's video on the Valkyrie glitch. Now this is something that has been in the game for maybe just under a month now, and Ubisoft have still done nothing about it. And essentially what this glitch is Valkyrie is able to destroy barricades without anyone else seeing them destroyed. Now I do want to quickly point out, the only reason I'm showing this is because it's been irritating me for a while. Now as you see there, I just knock out a section of the window at the bottom, hit it with the camera, and the entire window exploded. Now, essentially what this means is that I can now see through this window, but nobody else can. And this is obviously, like I say, a really unfair glitch. The only reason I'm showing it is because I want Ubisoft and the rest of you guys to be aware about it, and that you need to avoid it, as this is a super unfair advantage. Anyone that's using it is just abusing this glitch completely. And I recommend that if you are, playing ranked or casual, you don't do this, because if you do it, and someone reports you, you can get permanently banned, as that is Ubisoft's stance on people that use glitches. They view it as you're hacking, even though you're not, and they can ban you permanently. So don't do it. The only reason I'm showing you in this video how it happens is simply because I want to make it more clear. And if you guys want to see something change with this, feel free to share this wherever you like with your friends. On the Ubisoft forums, wherever, so the word gets out that this glitch is a problem. Because this did happen to me in several games over the last week, and it's become really irritating for me to obviously have to deal with. So I thought I'd try and make a video to make it a bit more public so that people know what's going on. Now here we're just sort of showing with my friend Unorthodox that he can't see through the window, but I can see him. And we demonstrate this with an ash charge. So as you see there on my screen, it goes through the wall, but it also sticks in the window. And essentially that means that the glitch, even though I can see through it, the other team can still destroy the barricade, so they can see through. So if you do come against someone using this glitch, the best way of dealing with it is to just take out the barricaded windows as fast as possible. Now what you're seeing here is just me testing the fact that I can't get my cameras through the window. Now when someone first does the glitch, they can get the cameras through the window. They can actually throw them straight through without any problem. But if it's destroyed and replaced like that, you then can't get them through the window rather. They just bounce back. And there I just sort of wanted to demonstrate that you can actually just hop through the barricade even though it's meant to be there, just completely regardless. It doesn't affect anything, nothing happens, nothing changes. It's just a really easy thing just to jump straight through the window, and the barricade doesn't affect it, and the enemy team just sort of see you hopping through a solid barricade. Now I'm just going to quickly show you this from the attacking side so you can sort of see what you're looking at. So here I am on the attacking side, and as you can see, this window for the workshop is still closed for me. I can't see through it. But in actual fact, this window has been completely removed on Unorthodox's screen. So essentially, this is basically how it would look for you. You wouldn't actually know that the window's missing. The only indication you'll actually get that the person's abusing this glitch is if they shoot you through the window. And the reason for that is that the kill cam will still show the window in place, even though they get a direct headshot or something similar. So as you can see here, he's shooting out sort of towards me. I use my ash charge to try and take the window out. And in actual fact, for me there, it doesn't destroy it. Now, we're not sure if this was simply because it was a custom game and he was the host, but essentially what you see here is how it works. So on his screen, obviously, he's just looking straight through the window and he pegs me in one shot. And obviously you can tell if someone does that in a multiplayer game, it means you know they're abusing this glitch, because obviously they're going to be getting headshots. And this glitch isn't just sort of subject just to house. It happens on every map, anywhere where you can just knock a section of a barricade off and throw a camera at it. It destroys the entire barricade for you. Now, I kind of had a little bit of speculation about this while we were playing, and I was talking to him about it, and I said, I think what happens is that bit of wood comes off, and the camera hitting it destroys the entire barricade's health as if it was still attached to the barricade. For some reason, the camera destroying that little bit of wood destroys the whole barricade. But if you take that barricade off and shoot at it, that little bit of wood, it doesn't do anything. So essentially the glitch is like happening just with the camera, because that throwing animation destroys the window. So it might be worth noting that this possibly could happen if you throw down a nitro cell. I'm not 100% sure. I might actually throw that on at the end if I find out it does. But obviously you can see here it destroys the barricade. Now, I was told by Unorthodox that if you watch somebody doing this with the camera and throwing it onto the bit of wood, it will actually destroy the barricade for you as well. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't test this. I didn't have enough time, and he kind of crashed out of the video recording. But essentially, we think if you're watching this happen, you can see the barricade destroyed. So another way to avoid it perhaps is to try and follow a Valkyrie player around if you think they might be abusing it. But here you can sort of see he's on the window, he can't see the barricade but I can. So we sort of demonstrated here, I just knock it off with one punch and his barricade's gone. But he can actually replace the breaching charge on the barricade he thinks is there. So all I need to do is knock it off and then shoot him. So you can sort of see how easily this can be abused. It's obvious that, like, if somebody does this sort of thing, you'll probably notice that they'll probably either knock through a window or shoot through a window with it still being there for you. So if I was on the attacking team and I'd done that, the barricade would have been solid and it would have just looked like an unbelievable spray down through the window. But I hope at least you guys found some use out of this video. You now understand what's going on if it's happened to you, and you know what to avoid. And I will iterate again here at the end, please don't start doing this in casual or ranked, because as I said, if somebody reports you for this, there is every chance that you will get permanently banned, because as I said, Ubisoft have taken that stance against people that use glitches. Even though it's not necessarily a hack, it essentially gives you a wall hack, and therefore they view it as essentially hacking, and therefore they will ban you for it. So don't feel as though you can get away with it just because some people have. Just keep reporting the people that do it, and hopefully Ubisoft will deal with it as quickly as possible, and they'll try and get rid of the people that abuse it too much, or the people that abuse it in ranked, as that's where it really matters. But obviously, like I said, don't do it in either, because obviously it's a bad thing. So just a quick update here just towards the end of the video. I did actually decide to check and see if Nitro Cell or anything else could destroy the panels. So as you can see here, I just try and throw a Nitro Cell onto the bit of wood and it doesn't destroy the window. So it seems that the only way to destroy these barricades is with the Valkyrie camera, so there's no worries about it being done by any other operators. I did also test this with some of the attacking operators as well to see if they could possibly do it. I don't really know when you'd find that useful, but they can't do it either. It seems to be just isolated to Valkyrie's cameras. There must be something to do with their hit detection or some sort of damage output that they do that obviously is gone a bit awry. But obviously, you know, just watch out for Valkyrie. And I did sort of demonstrate here that the glitch, when abused, can actually open up some really horrible sightlines that are just overpowered as fuck. And this is obviously where it comes in, that if you're abusing this, you'll get banned. And this sort of showcases that, because you can open up sightlines that are absolutely unreal and just are super unfair. Now this was kind of an interesting thing here. I kind of tried to see how far out the barricaded bits of wood had to be. So they have to be internal when you knock them off. If you knock them outside of the map, you can't place your camera on them and therefore can't destroy the door. So obviously, you know, here this barricade will still be there, but the one behind me, that one I can't destroy unless I replace the entire barricade. And again, this offered up another interesting sightline. If you see somebody or on a map where a bit of a door has been taken off at the bottom, you probably want to watch out for the Valkyrie glitch, because not only now have I got a sightline through this door that no one else does, you can't see through the bottom, so you don't actually know if I'm stood there looking through at you. So obviously, like I say, the glitch is abused a hell of a lot in the minute. If you obviously want to see it gone as much as I do, please feel free to share this with everyone you know, so it gets out there more, so that Ubisoft are more aware of it, because it's still a problem, and it has been for nearly a month now, which is a bit of a long time for such an overpowered glitch. And obviously, if we can spread the word, that's the best possible thing that we could do. But otherwise, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, feel free to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Obviously, I don't showcase glitches that often on my channel, but when they're a real problem, I decided that I had to do something, because obviously, like I say, I don't want to just leave this as something that keeps happening. Also, just for those of you guys that might be interested, I'm doing a 5 hints and tips video very soon for you guys on how to get better at Siege if you're struggling with that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that the next week or so. It'll be quite interesting to see. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. I think it's something special, this video. It'll teach you some things that no other video teaches you. That's a promise. Other than plug in my previous video, my next video, like I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this glitch, or if you know of any other major glitches that haven't been fixed yet, as I'm more than happy to cover the ones that haven't been sorted by Ubisoft. I want to cover the ones that are still in, that are such a problem, like this one. But otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.